Hey guys, my name is Avery, and this is the first official episode of What's the Big Dill. I am beyond excited for this. With this episode, I kind of wanted to go more in depth about who I am. I also wanted to kind of talk about why I'm making this podcast. I wanted to go more in depth about what I'm going to do with this podcast as well, because I think that is important. So, here we go. Alright, so I kind of introduced myself already. Hold on. I got these for my bed for Christmas. Look at how freaking cute this is. And she has a little house. You guys need to help me name it. Or name her. Sorry, name her. You guys need to put a name down below. Because I need help. I haven't named her yet. Anyways, my name is Avery. I am 19 years old, and I have wanted to start a podcast for a hot minute. I actually came up with this idea a little while, like a few months ago. I just didn't really have much money to do it. Honestly, I still don't have a ton of the equipment, but you know what? I was like, we're just gonna dive into it and just do it. So I wanted to start it. Behind the name, I also wanted to share that with you guys. What's the big dill? Guys, I freaking love dill pickles. Like, I'm not even kidding you. As a kid, I would ask for them every time I went over to my grandparents' house, and every time we would have dill pickles in our fridge, I would eat a crap ton of them. So I was like, dill pickles. I was like, this is perfect. And I also like to make a big deal out of everything, because I'm very overdramatic. Well, I can be overdramatic. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is it. Back to it. I also love to sing. I have been a worship leader. I was a worship leader for about 5 years at my church. I really like to write my own music. I also love to go to the gym. I have been going very consistently recently. I did last year too, but this year I really was like, yeah, we're gonna put some work in this. So I've been doing that. I am very, very family oriented. I absolutely love and adore my family. I love getting together with them as much as I possibly can. For every birthday, I always have a birthday party with mainly my family just because I just love them so much and I love seeing them. Something else about me, I am freaking obsessed with snow. Snow. I love snow so much. It's literally my favorite. It is so pretty. The other day, there was literally it looked like glitter. Another one of my favorite things. Love sparkly things. Anyways, back to the snow. It was literally glittery. Like, I walked outside and it looked like glitter was falling from the sky. I was shook. I also love the color pink, clearly. I wanted to be comfy for this first episode. I also have my mic that I showed you guys in the first mini video that I made introducing this podcast. My stand is also pink. Yeah, my stand is also pink. I think that's amazing. One of my favorite foods is watermelon. Watermelon is so flippin' good. Oh my gosh, I could eat it all day. Alright, and something that really kind of pushed me to want to do a podcast, I wanted to touch on this a little bit. I'm a youth leader. I absolutely freaking love all of my youth students. Shout out to you guys. I love you if you're watching this. Yeah, I love getting to know those students a lot, and I realize that I love just pouring out into people, especially people who have gone through mental health or anxiety and stuff like that, which nowadays a lot of teenagers and kids and honestly just people of all ages have really gone through a lot of mental health stuff, especially after COVID happened. So I've loved getting to pour out into them and just help them work through that. So I was like, you know what? Kind of want to make a podcast that just cheers people up. Just really, really helps people know that they're not alone in what they're going through. So that is why I am making this podcast. Moving into also just reasons why I am making this podcast besides that. I also love Jesus. We need more people in the world to show Jesus' love and joy and his peace and just all things surrounding that. So I wanted to be somebody who did that. I also wanted to be somebody who's vulnerable on the internet because I feel like there's been a lot of shame surrounding vulnerability, and I have always been somebody who is very vulnerable with their feelings and what they're going through because I've realized and I've noticed that it has really helped people out. So that is another reason why I wanted to start this podcast. Ministry is something that has really been on my heart for a very long time. So I kind of thought maybe a podcast would be a really good way of just creating my own ministry. Being able to talk to you guys about things that are vulnerable and maybe even shameful to some people. And also, again, just to let you guys know that you're not alone, that you aren't the only person who's going through what you are going through, because it's really hard to find people who will share in depth that kind of stuff. So yeah, I thought this would be kind of a cool way to do that. Also, best for last, I also just want to do something fun with my spare time because I want to be lame and just like go to work all day and then come home and just like do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So this is just something fun that I wanted to start. Alright, and then going into depth about this podcast, about what's the big deal. So I am going to start doing something called Serious Sundays, where I am going to post an episode every Sunday, weekly, just about something serious in the name. I wanted to post either about Jesus, about relationships, about friendships, just something that will really resonate with something that you are possibly going through. Another thing I am going to be starting. Wow. Another thing I'm going to be starting is Thoughtless Thursdays. Yes, Thoughtless Thursdays. I try to come up with fun names, but anyways. Thoughtless Thursdays. Yes, I am going to be posting just kind of silly, fun episodes every Thursday. Maybe it'll be true crime, spooky stories, Reddit stories. Maybe I'll even ask you guys for some really embarrassing stories if you want to share. I won't say your name in them, obviously. But if you guys want to do that, please message me and I can do that. Another thing about this podcast is I am also going to include guests, as I said in one of the in the little video that I had posted introducing this podcast. I am going to have some guests on here. The first guest will be my mom, of course. She's like my bestie for the rest day. I'm probably not her best friend, but it's fine. Have you guys seen that meme or those videos where it's like the daughter who has no friends saying that her mom is her best friend, but then the mom's like, yeah, I'm your best friend. That's great for you. Have you guys seen that, or am I just the only one that I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay. I love my mom. She's amazing. I also love my dad too, obviously, and my siblings. But you guys get it. The girls that get it, okay? This concludes the first episode of the What's the Big Dill podcast. I am just beyond excited to see where this goes. I hope that this reaches people who need to see it, and I really hope you guys find this fun and intriguing. So, stay tuned for more episodes. I will also have my podcast Instagram. I will have the podcast Instagram in the bio below. So if you guys want to go see that, or description below, not bio. If you guys want to go look at that and just follow that, make sure to go subscribe down below, and also like this video, share it, do whatever to get this out there. Again, guys, I'm just so excited to be able to do this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Anyways, that is the last. What? Oh my lord. This is like the 5th take. Alright, that concludes the last episode. Wait, I just did that. What the heck am I saying?